Hi, everybody. So today I'm joined by Jules, our education officer and former part-time commuter officer. And as part of Support Month, we're going to be chatting about being a commuter during this strange period of time. And we'll be discussing Jules's time in self-isolation. He did a solid 2 weeks a few weeks ago, and we'll be reflecting on that and thinking about ways that you can still keep in touch with campus and university life. So thanks for joining us, Jules. How are you?
I'm doing well, Charlotte. How are you?
I'm not bad, thank you. Not bad. So, firstly, do you mind defining the definition of a commuter?
Certainly. So, a commuter student is somebody who has the same term and home address. Appreciate that this year that can be a little bit skewed because a lot of people are learning from home, from their parents' home. But in a normal year, it's when your term time address and your home address is exactly the same.
Got you. And so I think there's been quite a lot of talk, I suppose, about self-isolating in student halls, self-isolating in your student home, but maybe not so much talk about self-isolating in your family home, which is something that you had to do only a few weeks ago. And if you're a commuter student, you'd be doing that and continuing to study from your bedroom. So at home. So what advice or kind of maybe you could reflect on that experience and talk about what unique challenges you felt as a commuter student in that position.
Yeah, certainly. So it was probably different to what people associate with students self-isolating and the experience that comes with that because in my instance I was somewhat lucky to have my mum go into full like protection mode, like what do you need? I'll like deliver food to your door, like it's all fine. Which I'm aware is happening with students in halls and in student accommodation in Selly Oak, for instance. But I think in my experience, it was a little bit um, separated from Selly Oak and the student community because I felt I'm self-isolating all like far away from there, whereas other students self-isolating, at least they have like each other in that close knit community near campus.
Yeah, definitely. So do you have any top tips for commuter students on staying in touch with friends or keeping that sense of community that you might feel lacking being away from campus in this time?
Definitely. I think the Guild is putting on a lot of things that are going to be really helpful, especially towards commuters. So if you look at the virtual neighborhood on Facebook, for instance, that's going to have a lot of promotion from student groups, sports teams, all sorts of activities that are going on. And that there'll be the student group section on the Guild website where there'll be a lot of advertisement for all sorts of student group activities that are going on with the benefit of them happening online on the most part and students being able to easily get involved with that.
Yeah, definitely. And the Commuter Association, worth noting, has also just restarted, and they're a student group that are dedicated just for commuters. So there'll be some activity you can engage with them, which is great. Also worth noting that this month we will be putting on a commuter social, so keep your eyes peeled for that appearing this November. And yeah, I think we in these times we're going to have to really utilize stuff like social media in the sense that that's it's useful to just reach out to your friends, just drop them messages and keep in contact. It's the best way to do it. So that ties in with our overarching message of which is reaching out and not only to friends but also to services when you feel it's appropriate. So thank you very much for joining us, Jules. We've had a lovely chat there, and hopefully we'll see some of you lovely commuters soon.